Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's get right into Divine Collective reading. This deck, I've compiled this deck from like multiple decks, so it's very big. I pre-shuffled it because it's very difficult to shuffle, and please be patient with me because again, it's kind of difficult to shuffle. But let's see what does Divine Collective need to know at this time? What does Divine Collective need to know at this time, please? Something going on regarding someone having some sort of reckless sexual encounter with someone. Okay, so whatever this is, somebody feels like, and this is the truth, somebody feels like this situation is showing them, whatever this is, whoever you are, you're very wise. It's like someone's picking up the wise aspect of this that they are meant to be picking up. Someone here feels like the situation they're going through is showing them the bad choices they've made, poor choices they've made, reckless decisions they've made, especially when it comes to love. Someone may even feel you might be having like an ego death at this time. This is someone who's feeling fed up with themselves, fed up with some sort of choice that they made, fed up with some sort of person, or fed up with how they make choices and decisions, possibly based on looks when it comes to love. Someone here is like looks only, and looks only is like getting them into trouble. So whatever's going on here, part of the reason why this is overwhelming or was overwhelming, because if this is still happening with this person here, I feel like this is part of what's bothering someone and why they feel fed up, is because someone in this reckless situation is overly emotional. Overly emotional. This other individual, I'm getting this is the other individual involved, is using emotions to kind of try and take control over what's going to happen, or take control over the situation, or to manipulate the situation. Just someone here, it's overwhelming how emotional this other person is. But regardless, if the situation is still going on, it is coming to a close, or it recently did come to a close. Maybe someone is in a reflection period at this point of like, wow, what kind of storm just came through my life? What just hit me? What did I just learn? Someone might be having their own emotional outpouring over something. Someone here, something is very extreme. Like someone might be, or I'm getting, this is how this happened. Someone might be reflecting too that the reason they got into this is because they were maybe overindulging in certain kind of substances. Maybe they were partying a little too much. I also get that someone currently like drinks or uses substances and they're overly emotional. Drama. Something has been very dramatic. Someone here is exhausted from the amount of drama that's come along in a situation. Someone here might be struggling, trying to figure out how to cope with how emotional this situation has been. Someone is choosing self-love, or realizing that this situation was meant to redirect them into a place of better choices when it comes to yourself, when it comes to choosing partners, even for your own well-being. Yeah, you're turning your back. This could even be just, this could be someone's past energy. This could be kind of the past version of yourself or your toxic version of yourself that you're walking away from. Maybe someone used to, you numbed your emotions a lot. Maybe you had kind of some sort of open wound or open hurt when it came to yourself, your self-worth, and caused you to partake in reckless situations. So someone here might be reflecting on this quite a bit, reflecting on all the drama and chaos that it brought into their life. Someone here wants to turn their back on the past. Yeah, this is someone who's going through like an ego death is what I'm getting. Someone here is having an ego death at this time. You're someone who's turning a new leaf, or you want to turn a new leaf because of something here, because of a situation. Maybe you really do. You have like love on the brain, but it always turns out like this. It doesn't turn out the way you hope. So this is a learning lesson for someone. This is a cycle you've been trying to close. And this cycle is coming to a close. What does Divine Collective need to know in this situation, please? What does Divine Collective need to know? So you already know the answer about something you've been wondering about. The answer has to go along with like, what have I got to lose? Someone here, someone, if you're dealing with someone currently, excuse me, I keep getting Pisces too. Someone here might be a Pisces. Someone here might be dealing with a Pisces who has a hidden consumption. Someone here hides that they get off they call someone crying. They're calling someone crying and crying. And then when they get off the phone, this is part of why they're crying. Something like that is going on for someone here. So someone may still be attached to a person like this here, and you've been debating if you let this person go. Should I just walk? Should I just not answer the phone? What have you got to lose? Nothing. This is about you. This is about your self-love, your self-care. The answer is, yeah, probably you should just let this individual go. This individual could be hiding something from you. You might even be being guided to take this action when it comes to this person sooner than you have been, sooner than you are. Let me get the tarot. High Priestess, 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're like a high priest or high priestess. You have that energy, so you're very intuitive. This person could even be feeding off of that when it comes to you. Someone here might be in the process of like, you're still involved in a situation. You already know the answer that to choose you to make. Someone here could be in this currently, and you're fed up with this person's emotional outbursts. And you're being shown and guided that your intuition is correct. Self-love in this situation would look like you turning your back on this person's kind of toxic emotional outbursts. And I am getting maybe they hide that they maybe drink more than they say they do, or whatever it is. This can be anything. This can be anything that they're hiding. But I'm really getting like someone's over the top on the phone, dragging you into something that's exhausting. It's exhausting you. And the minute the phone is off, they're going and getting involved in something they shouldn't be involved in. And that's making this cycle worse. And it has nothing to do with you. So someone here might be currently in this, and you're debating whether or not to cut somebody off here. And it does look like that's in your best interest. That is not my decision. That is completely between you and God or your higher power, whatever it is here. I will say overall messages for Divine Collective, for anyone listening in Divine Collective, is to turn and fine-tune your intuition and follow it closely. Literally in the years to come, learn how to follow your intuition very closely, because it's going to be important in the incoming future. Learn what you can do to clean that up, to trust it more, to get in touch with it, to unblock the excess chatter, because excess chatter or overthinking can block your intuition. Probably one of the worst ways to block your intuition. Shout out to my air signs. I'm sorry, air signs. A lot, not all of you, a lot of you have overcome it, but some of you, air signs, you're in the head all the time, making an analytical situation out of something that just needs to be birds chirping. Just listen to the birds chirping and let it come to you. Let something come to you. Some of you also don't realize that the situation you're in currently, you can't even see that there's a lesson involved. Especially for those of you who some of you are in a situation currently that you're dealing with someone and it's causing you a great amount of discomfort. And some of you, again, it's just the situation that you're in currently is causing you you're so focused and fixated on the discomfort that it's hard to see the greater lesson at hand. So Four of Pentacles can represent also holding back. And here we have Temperance, which is very balanced and very healing. So this situation could be about boundaries. You might be being guided to hold yourself back from individuals that kind of take you through the ringer, especially when it comes to your health, your well-being, your peace of mind. Yeah, I feel like this is someone here is conflicted about whether or not do I cut this person off, whether or not do I deal with them anymore. They're coming at me, they want to argue, they want to do this. Should I do it? Should I not? You're being guided to hold back when it comes to this person. And very literally, if some of you feel like you've been getting some sort of emotion or sensation that you should cut someone off completely, this could be confirmation for someone here. For some of you, the person you are dealing with is very toxic and is hiding. They're making something about you, but they're hiding that they've got something going on that contributes to them being this way, that has nothing to do with you. Yeah, Lovers. This is definitely like, this could be someone, for some of you, it's someone you're just coming off of this, and some of you, you're in this currently. Air sign, we have an air sign out here. I was going to say earlier, there's something could be going on with like an air sign and a Pisces water sign. Air sign, water sign. So I'm getting a couple of things here. I'm getting that this person so desperately wants to work with you, but they have a chameleon-like energy. This person is being a chameleon. They will say and do anything to match your energy and come along with you. And you so desperately want to be on your destined kind of higher self, your higher path here. So this person very much is holding you back, is how it's coming. It's like the answer to your prayers are on the other side of you growing and maintaining your spiritual strength. Spiritual strength, you know when to deal and when not to deal with a certain individual, and the right words to say. Sometimes people get stuck in these kinds of situations, conversations, just because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you don't know how to say no. You don't know how to, you know, tell someone I love you. But sometimes that's what needs to be done, because certain individuals will just, they want to fight and they want to fight and they want to fight. And really it is that if you remove yourself here, they're still going to fight and fight and fight, and they're going to be fighting themselves, because some individuals carry this energy inside of them. So that's why it's important sometimes. This is part of recognizing how to utilize and have spiritual strength kind of at your fingertips. Someone's been in their head a lot trying to analyze and figure out this situation, when really you're being guided to take a certain action when it comes to someone involved, when it comes to possibly a female involved in a situation. Someone is allowing a female to take them through the ringer and confuse them. Someone might be emotionally manipulating another individual, like, oh, don't stop dealing with me. No, you can't stop dealing with me. No, you can't leave me like this. And they start crying and crying and crying to tug on someone's heartstrings. Someone here could be your earth sign, Queen of Pentacles, or there could be more than one person involved in this situation. I also feel like you're being asked to have stay grounded and have a sensible approach when it comes to this individual. Queen of Wands. I don't know how many people are involved in this situation. I do feel like this person here, this person coming up is the Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, again, something's very sexual here. This could be this person. They might not be a Pisces, but they have like a Pisces-like energy, or they have some sort of Pisces placement maybe that you're not even aware of. This person wants to work with you because you're confident, and because maybe you look like you are financially well off, or you're going to be financially well off. This could even be a, I don't know why I'm getting this person's, whoever's this Queen of Wands, that can just be, represent the attraction. This person's very excitable, charismatic, and alluring. You may even be specifically attracted to this person's body, like very specifically this one person's body shape. So between that and the crying, this person wants to stand beside you and become like a Queen of Pentacles. Someone here is manipulating someone's emotions for sure. There could even be someone debating, trying to make something work with someone who, there could be someone involved here where like you think you're a fixer. You think you can fix everyone, that you can fix it. You see this person is troubled, that they've got trauma, that it's not their fault. You feel so bad for this person. I don't know what this is. Some of you, this is going on currently. Some of you, this is past information. Past confirmation about a cycle that you've closed out. This could be coming up again, like reminding you not to forget something here. Not to forget how you ended up in a situation to begin with. Or that could be what someone's reflecting on at this time. Reflection. Is this what you're reflecting on at this time? Yeah, you can't fix someone from the inside out. As much as we wish we could, even if you're the greatest healer, You cannot fix someone from the inside out, because there's an element of like your own interpersonal work. Whatever fight you put in to get as far as you got, that person needs to put in some element of a fight like that as well. If you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. This situation had something to do with, again, like building your spiritual strength, building it, showing it to you, showing you how to use it. Don't be trapped by your worries. This is giving me, in this reflection that you're going through at this time, part of how you got so caught up in this situation for so long is by allowing the worry and the overthinking to run away with you. If you stay more focused, it says think more about happy things, right? Focusing more on what you want and staying more focused on like happy things will help them. It will help keep you on track, believe it or not. Kind of like when they say make a vision board and look at it all the time. I'm not arguing with that. I'm guilty admission here. I'm gonna make fun of myself. I think that's a wonderful idea. I have kids and a lot of things going on. I am not good at looking at my vision board every day, but it's the same idea. It's a good concept. It is a good concept. Keep trying. Just keep going and keep trying. Justice. I'm getting whoever you are, justice came for this situation already. Someone here might be like taking a sigh of relief, taking a deep breath. Someone in here, you almost feel still the chaos. Someone's like still feeling the chaos of what occurred, what happened. Maybe you're exhausted from what happened. You're still in this energy here. Like you haven't even got up off the floor yet. But I do see that you received some sort of justice in this situation, or someone's about to receive some sort of justice in a situation. So some of you, this was very overwhelming. For some of you, you try to avoid the ups and downs of life, because sometimes it's like this and it's intense, right? This for some of you, that's very specific for you. This situation was meant to kind of guide you how to just navigate and be calm. Be calm, be the lighthouse in the storm, teaching you again about your spiritual strength, how you can be the lighthouse. That's been a big overall theme for a lot of you in Divine Collective that have been awakening and doing some cord cutting and karma clearing and all of that stuff, lightening up your load over the past couple of years. That has been a big theme of what God or what the universe has been doing in your life recently. You answered some sort of call, or you've been kind of stepping into it. And for some of us, for some of you, God has been making some spiritual warriors out there. You have been put in circumstances to learn, no, you're not going to be able to avoid that, especially with the state of the world currently. It might even get more wild. But you are going to learn how to be Jesus on that boat and take a nap. You're going to take a nap in the storm. You're going to be a lighthouse. It literally says you're the lighthouse with the waves crashing into it. Okay. That's part of what this situation was for somebody. And that's part of what somebody else has been experiencing. It's part of what many of us have been experiencing in Divine Collective. That is something that no one can take away from you. Expand your spirit. This is confirmation of what I was just saying. Make your spiritual world richer. Some of you requested this, and you're being made. You're being molded into a spiritual warrior. I don't know why. Someone here has a Chinese zodiac sign of the dragon, or last year was very, very significant for you, for this situation, for your transformation. Somebody got a positive transformation out of this. With this judgment here, some of you, this situation heightened your judgment, which is necessary. Where you're going. You might have your walls up after this, or after this and multiple things, you might have your walls up against kind of life, against relationships. You will be asked and guided to bring your walls back down and know that this isn't everybody. This was part of this lesson. Everybody does not do this in secret. Everybody is not like hiding chaotic emotions or whatever this is. And you will need to bring your walls back down to have the right people come towards you. This was part of the preparation. You will be met with the right people, the right circumstances, the right business partners, the right romantic partners, the right place at the right time. You won't see it if you've got your walls up too high. It's funny because there's some strange energy in this, but I love this reading. This is very powerful. This is powerful energy here. And whoever you are, you already recognize this at this point. So you've had some great level up. You've had a great level up. You're going to be looking back, being thankful for this moment. Gift from fate. Fate sometimes surprises us. It may be an opportunity or a person. Cherish these gifts. Treat them with gratitude. They will make your life better. I am getting that about this situation, as well as, again, some of you are going to have a blessing on the other side, and you're not going to see it if you have your walls up too high. Something's coming in perfect timing. Be open. Get back open. Lighten your energy to receive this. Patience. Something good is coming for many of you, believe it or not. No one said it was going to be easy to get there. They just say keep going. Some of you, this has something to do with your ancestors. Your ancestors are very heavily connected to you, or some of you need to get in touch with your roots. Some of you, something to do with your pet, something going on with your pet. You and your pet have been healing each other or something like that. Someone's name in a situation could literally be Yvonne. And again, this new blessing here. You've got a new blessing coming in. Okay, some of you are, this is going back to that your walls are up really high. Some of you, your walls are still really, you're up really high from disturbing circumstances or disturbing, troubling situations and cycles. That you're afraid to receive something, or you're afraid to do something here, but your blessings are on the other side of, like, you're healing and you're putting your walls back down. So put your walls back down. Right, someone here might want to come to you with a loving gesture or a loving opportunity. This is going to be something different for everybody.
But it's about softening your energy. Your desired outcome, have patience is here again. Your desired outcome, what you have been hoping for, wishing for, dreaming for, is right around the corner once you kind of recover. Someone here needs to like take your time. Don't take too much time. Believe it or not, sometimes God will come in and be like, hey, start kind of kicking you a little bit. Don't take too much time down there. It's time to get back up off the floor. Right, again, this confusion, this someone here has definitely like got some overthinking going on when it comes to something to do with speaking or communication, or again, the communication you're receiving, the guidance you're receiving. And I'm getting something about maybe someone's afraid to speak to you about something. And again, protection. Your protection, your ancestors here are very heavily connected to you and whatever it is you've been going through as you were learning this difficult lessons, kind of heavy lessons for some of you. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation or clarity, or you just enjoy the reading, and I will see you again next time.